Hi, Professor Hastings again. I've always been intrigued by these people that shoot videos in their cars. I don't know why. There's something intriguing to me about it. So I thought, well, frankly, I'm very, very short on time, and I'm like squeezing content creation in these tiny little spaces. And I just happened to have a few minutes in the car. So I wanted to do a quick book review on one of my favorite empathy books for experience design. And this is Michael Ventura's Applied Empathy, the New Language of Leadership. He is the CEO and founder of Rosa, which is a really interesting design firm in New York City. They work with a huge variety of clients from like West Point to Nike. It's very, very interesting mix. And empathy is at the core of how they approach their work in experience design. The book is extremely creative, and I really love how empathy is used in the sort of ideation and creativity processes within their studio's methods. Now, what's interesting about this book is that there is also a deck of cards that you can get to work with that are described in the book, and it's questions and empathy. And you can see these are all of the different suits of the deck. There's 7 different suits. I'm going to go into that in a little more detail when I get back to my studio and show you up close what these cards look like. And I am all about the empathy games and different creativity cards. So I'll show you how these work a little bit, and I'll even draw a card that we can do an exercise with when I get back to the studio. So the book, it also comes in an audiobook, and I listened to the audiobook first, and I was like, I have to get the physical copy because I really needed to take a look at some of these sections where they describe how they use these cards and different things with the clients that they work with. With the audiobook, you get a PDF download of these illustrations and instructions, so you really don't have to get the physical book. But I use this in my class with my undergraduate students. We watch a couple of the videos that Michael Ventura has done. I'll put links in the video description here. We watch a couple of the videos. I explain the different suits and how the card game works, and we do some exercises in the classroom, workshopping around this kind of empathy. So we come at empathy from a variety of directions. We've got the empathy maps, we've got the learning the language, developing our vocabulary of feelings and needs and practices around that. And then there are empathy games. And this is just one of the many, many empathy games that are out there. And you can use this deck in a lot of different ways. There's also, from the nonviolent communication side of things, the Marshall Rosenberg compassionate communication side, there's empathy poker. There are lots of really different fun games that you can get into with this. Like everything, you know, it takes an investment of time and a commitment to empathy and embodying empathy and becoming better at empathy and learning empathy in order to progress. But I highly recommend this book, especially for those of you out there that are really interested in empathy in the design thinking process, empathy in the design of experiences for humans. So I'm going to show you a little up closer the card deck and the parts of the book that illustrate the card deck. And I can't believe I'm getting this done because I have a crazy busy day today. Here's the interior of Applied Empathy. This is the section that starts to describe the 7 personas or 7 archetypes that the cards are based on. So first is the sage, be present, inhabit the here and now. The second is the inquirer, question, interrogate assumed truths. The convener, host, anticipate the needs of others. The alchemist, experiment, test, and learn at all costs. The confidant, develop the ability to observe and absorb. The seeker, dare, be confident and fearless. And then finally, 7, the cultivator, commit, nurture with purpose, and intentionally grow. So these are the 7 archetypes that the card deck is based on. And I'll show you those. This is questions and empathy, provocations for applied empathy, and the box that they come in. I've got one of each of the cards here so that you can see. This is the alchemist. They're beautifully designed, and they've got this lovely copper foil embossing. They're really, really beautifully designed cards. Cultivator, confidant, seeker, convener, inquirer, and sage. So there are many practices and applications for this and other empathy methods throughout the book. Highly recommend. But for today, I am just going to pull a card for you to journal on. And I will do a little journaling on it too. I have my little method of shuffling twice. And then I cut the deck with my left hand. And then spread. And then close my eyes. And we've pulled the cultivator. And the question is, what commitment have you made to yourself more than once?